Now, if there's one thing you need to know about me, it's that I'm a huge career mode fan. It's one of my favourite ways to have played FIFA and now FC, but I also love a challenge. There always seems to be two types of players on career mode, the ones that pick the best teams and buy all the best players, and the ones who are there for the long haul, picking the smaller teams and testing their skills to the max. Well, luckily for career mode fans, FC26 offers some of the best customization options we've ever seen in one of these games. The new Manager Live mode is a fantastic way to give yourself a preset challenge, so starting off with a 20-point deduction, or even one where you can only sign players 23 years old or younger. But if you just want to play a regular career mode, then there are countless teams you can use that are already facing big challenges, giving you an exciting task as a manager. So if you're looking to challenge yourself in career mode for FC26, these are some of the best teams that you can use. After a double relegation from the Premier League to League One between 2017 and 2019, Sunderland have made their return to the Premier League after an 8-year absence, and they're a great team to use in career modes. With a very young squad and not a huge budget, your managerial skills will really be put to the test. Will you be involved in a relegation battle, or are you good enough of a manager to get the Black Cats to the top half of the Premier League table? You also have the bonus of playing in the fully licensed Premier League, the official club stadium, and you can also partake in one of football's biggest derbies when you take on Newcastle United. Monaco were able to lift the Ligue 1 title back in 2017 after being taken over years before, but the French club have not won the league since, so trying to win Ligue 1 once again with Monaco could be a fun challenge. Monaco have a reasonable budget, but you also have a handful of great players at your club with their own stories to tell. You can try and make Paul Pogba one of the best midfielders in the world once again, and you also have Ansu Fati in your ranks, who was once dubbed the next Lionel Messi. Playing in an authentic stadium in an authentic league, Monaco could be a great choice for you if you're looking for a shorter challenge than the rest. Lyon were once one of the best teams in world football. The French club dominated Ligue 1 in the 2000s, winning 7 consecutive Ligue 1 titles between 2001 and 2008. But they haven't won a league title since. In fact, Lyon were technically relegated to Ligue 2 due to the poor state of the club's finances at the end of last season, but after being taken over in the summer, the decision was reversed and they remained in Ligue 1. So the French club have been given a lifeline, and if you choose to take over as the Lyon coach in career mode, you can try and guide the young squad back to success and try and topple PSG from the top. Once again, you'll be able to play in an authentic league, in an authentic stadium, while you also start the season with European football, so that's a nice little bonus. Nurnberg are actually one of the most successful clubs in German football history. They've won the German top flight 8 times, with Bayern Munich the only team to win it more, but their last top division trophy came way back in 1968. Since being relegated from the Bundesliga in 2019, Nuremberg have been floating around mid-table in Bundesliga 2, so getting this once great club back to the top division and competing for trophies again could be a worthy challenge. There's a few hidden gems in the squad with potential ratings in the 80s, and you can also play at Nuremberg's actual stadium, which is licensed in the game. Now, if you ever watch Spencer Owen, otherwise known as Spencer FC, then you'll know all about Real Oviedo. Back in 2012, Real Oviedo were facing administration, but YouTuber Spencer Owen spread the word of how anyone could become a shareholder in the club, with Spencer becoming a shareholder himself. This played a big part in keeping Real Oviedo alive, and just last season they managed to secure promotion to La Liga, which is a real fairy tale story. But it doesn't stop there. Now you could take over as Real Oviedo manager in FC26 and try to not only keep the club in the top division, but take on the long-term project and try and win the league with them. You can give club legend Santi Cazorla one last dance, and all in all, this is a great team to use in FC26 career mode, especially if you're familiar with their relationship with the FIFA YouTube scene. If you want a real Road to Glory challenge, then SC Telstar from the Netherlands could be a great team for you to use in FC26 career modes. Last season, Telstar finished 7th in the 2nd division of Netherlands to secure a playoff spot, and they managed to earn promotion against all the odds, making it the first time they've been in the Eredivisie since 1978. With a very low rated team and a very small budget, trying to keep the relegation favourites in the division could be a really fun challenge for FC26. Another big club in Germany that hasn't been near the top for a while, test out your career mode skills by using Schalke. It's been a tough few years for Schalke, from finishing second in the Bundesliga in 2018, years of financial struggles almost saw the club drop to the 4th division of German football in 2024. But they managed to avoid relegation and things are starting to look up as they sit mid-table in Bundesliga 2. The squad that you'll inherit is decent, you have some young talents with alright potential, but the task on hand would be to get Schalke back to the top division and competing for trophies once again. Interestingly, Bristol is the only city in England to never have had a team play in the Premier League, so taking over as Bristol City manager will give you the perfect chance to try and put an end to that record. Bristol City Stadium Ashton Gate is licensed in the game, which had a nice bonus for a championship team, and with a pretty mid squad and budget, it could prove to actually be one of the toughest challenges on this list. Now, we all know about Bayern Munich obviously, but did you know that their closest rivals are also in FC 26? 1860 Munich are currently in the 3rd division of German football, and taking control of the blue side of Munich could mean the perfect road to glory challenge. You can try and get 1860 Munich back to the top division, where you can take on rivals Bayern Munich and potentially even challenge them for the Bundesliga title. They even shared the Allianz Arena with Bayern Munich between 2005 and 2017, so if you got back to the top division, maybe you could take back the stadium once again. The story of Kocaelispor is fantastic, and it makes for a great challenge in FC 26. Just 10 years ago, Kocaelispor were playing in the amateur football leagues of Turkey after multiple relegations, but in recent years they've got back on their feet and now they're back in the Turkish Super League after 16 years away. Can you take over as Kocaelispor manager and keep them in the top division just years after they were in the amateur leagues? This one's actually one of my favourite challenges, as it's not a league you see used very often in career mode. There are plenty of other clubs with fantastic stories that can be used in FC 26 career mode, but these are my 10 favourites. If you know any other clubs that suit this, then let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more FC content.